hello, welcome back to another episode of Dutch Diecast Collector, or if you're new to the show, also a very big welcome. Today we got something that I think most Dutch people were waiting for, the National Military Museum Soesterberg F-100D. For sure a friend of mine was waiting for this one for a long time, especially the tail. It's unfortunately in storage always when I'm going to the museum, but let's dig into it and see how it looks in 1/72 scale. When you have her out of the box, you will get a package that's completely in plastic. It's taped shut and all the parts are underneath, at least most of the accessories, let's say. Now, what accessories do you get with it? Quite a lot with this one. I'm not sure if the Dutch one even flew with everything on it, but we'll see in a sec. Now, tape has never been an issue with Hobby Master Group. So you get some drop bombs with it, some fuel tanks. These ones, I'm assuming napalm tanks, but I'm not 100% sure. Feel free to share, maybe a different type of bomb. And some Sidewinder missiles, or at least missiles that are underneath the frame. And of course a stand. I need to still figure out which mine is going to be on, if it's going to be on stand wheels, but we'll see in a sec. So I'm going to unbox her further for you guys. And once fully out of the box, you mainly will be greeted with everything is roughly the same as most F-100Ds. The things that distinct this one away is the tail, of course, and the colors that we have seen it. And of course in the nose there's a set of different colors, although the colors look a lot on the nose like the one from the, I forgot the name, Thunderbirds. It's roughly the same, but it's really nice to see. For the rest, paint job as always on these F-100s are really good. Nice silver gloss paint. And of course the details of the heating on the rear and the engine. The details are very basic though. Then the canopy. I believe these were openable. And they might be a bit tough, so be very careful with them. And there is some basic detail in there, although it's hard to see with the glass through. But yeah, overall, a very pretty little plane. Let me see if I can get my focus back. Details seem to be accurate, and by the way, watch out for these little fins on the wings. So the canopy should also be able to shut again. Now, don't play around too much with them, they're quite sensitive as I mentioned. Then as for parts, you get a lot. Landing gear down, of course, which is well detailed as always. Front wheel assembly, also the double wheel. A pilot figure, the standard one for the 1/72 planes. And of course closed gear bay door hatches. Man, I'm a mouthful today. Let's see if we can get the pitot and the tank fuel probe out safely. Watch out with these little baggies. There should be a crooked one in there and just a tube with this one. So the pitot is a bit unique. It has two little red and white stripes on it. And of course the fuel probe. But I'm going to further unpack for you guys and show you what's inside further. Alrighty, so with landing gear out, pretty easy to install. The catch hook, by the way, is already mounted for you. So these go in. Sometimes you might need some blue tack. They're just stuck in there as a module, which is good. And then, of course, two landing gear out doors. And then also in the front we have a door, little one and a big one, and a small front wheel. Usually these have very stable, so they are not tip weight. And they're sitting always very well. Now in my case I'm not going to go for this configuration, I'm going to go with a stand. So we have a full plastic stand in 3 pieces. So we're going to remove the wheels, I'm going to show you all the weapon setups that you can go with, and then show you the finish on the stand. To give a bit of an impression, so your fuel tanks are a standard essential that will be always under. Then you can make choices, drop bombs in the outer wings, or these, I think they're drop bombs, but I'm not 100% sure, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. They look like MK82s. Then some missiles you can go in the front. Personally, I always like this a little bit better myself, but it's a choice at the end of the day. And the fitment of these bombs was a lot better than I have to say these tank types or bombs. I don't know anymore. There's no colors or names on it, so it's very hard to say. But the fitment of these was quite poor, unfortunately. Then of course I should not forget the fuel probe. It sits right here. Let me remove the tank. Let me see if I can get it in there. But yeah, so not many choices you have to go with, let's say. It's nice to see that there's a lot of weaponry with it. So the tank neck And then you can put the tank back itself. I have to say those Vietnam era versions have always a really nice assortment of weapons, especially the napalms and so on. And of course missiles in it. By the way, the blind plug goes out as soon as you want to go on the stand, so that's very important to note. And yeah, I don't know what is up with these little guys. I have a hard time getting them in there, but maybe one of you can share with me like what made it go easier. It feels like they need to be removed a little bit material. And of course the pitot itself. Then the stand, usually you should be able to still get it in there, although even the missiles are installed now. But it sometimes can be a bit tricky, so I do want to make careful for the note for that. And there you have it, my little F-100D. I have to say it looks really good and really clean. The only thing that I've noticed so far, the canopy is a bit hard to open. I'm not going to fiddle in the pilot even myself, but mainly love the details that they did. So I'm going to put it on a rotisserie and show you guys the finish. By the way, leftover parts. So this is all that's left over. You have an extra set of drop bombs, and of course the full landing gear out. I have to say, a nice example of Dutch historic aviation with the United States Air Force, of course. Yeah, everything fitted quite okay except for the outer pegs was a bit harder, but for the rest the fitment was nice and good. The paint job looking clean and good. Actually quite a flawless one this time. Canopies are always a bit hard, but that's usual with this model. For the rest, a excellent type, so recommend this for my Dutch friends and collectors that enjoy this type of jets. I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. It's always very welcome, and hope to see you guys next time in the next episode. Bye bye.